Welcome to our Islamic channel, where we explore the profound wisdom of the Quran. In today's video, we delve into Surah Maryam and uncover the timeless lessons it offers for believers. Surah Maryam beautifully encapsulates the power of faith and submission, as exemplified by the stories of Maryam, Mary, and Prophet Zechariah. We'll explore how their unwavering trust in Allah's plan and patience in adversity serve as inspiration for us all. Join us as we discuss the importance of family and kinship, highlighted in Surah Maryam, and reflect on the blessings and responsibilities associated with our familial relationships. Surah Maryam, the 19th chapter of the Quran, holds special significance in Islam as it revolves around the story of Maryam, Mary, the mother of Prophet Isa, Jesus. It begins by recounting the family lineage of Maryam, tracing her ancestry back to Imran, her father. Imran's wife dedicates the unborn Maryam to the service of Allah, expressing her hope for a righteous offspring. The narrative then shifts to the miraculous birth of Isa to Maryam, who conceives him without a husband through Allah's divine decree. Throughout the surah, Maryam is depicted as a woman of piety and devotion, chosen by Allah for a noble purpose. She receives a visit from the angel Gabriel, who informs her of Allah's plan for her to conceive Isa. Although initially perplexed by the angel's message, Maryam submits to Allah's will with unwavering faith and trust. The surah also features the story of Prophet Zechariah, who, despite old age and his wife's barrenness, is granted a son named Yahya, John, through Allah's mercy. Zechariah's prayer for progeny is answered, and Yahya grows up to become a righteous prophet in his own right. 5 lessons we can learn from Surah Maryam. Surah Maryam offers several profound lessons that resonate with believers across generations. Here are 5 key lessons we can derive from this chapter. Power of faith and submission. The power of faith and submission is a central theme in Surah Maryam, emphasizing the importance of unwavering trust in Allah's wisdom and surrendering to His divine will. The surah presents numerous instances where characters demonstrate profound faith and submission to Allah's decree, serving as examples for believers to emulate in their own lives. Here's a detailed discussion on the power of faith and submission as depicted in Surah Maryam. Maryam's submission to Allah's will. Surah Maryam begins with the story of Maryam, Mary, who wholeheartedly submits to Allah's will when she receives the news of her miraculous conception. Despite initially being bewildered by the angel Gabriel's message, Maryam accepts Allah's decree with humility and submission, declaring, "Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. Let it be unto me according to your word." Quran 19:34. Her unwavering faith and submission demonstrate the power of surrendering to Allah's plan, even in the face of the unknown. Zechariah's patience and supplication. Another example of faith and submission in Surah Maryam is found in the story of Prophet Zechariah. Despite his old age and his wife's barrenness, Zechariah patiently supplicates to Allah for a righteous heir. His unwavering faith in Allah's power to grant his prayer, coupled with his submission to Allah's timing, eventually leads to the birth of Prophet Yahya, John. Zechariah's persistence in supplication and trust in Allah's plan exemplify the power of faith and submission in overcoming seemingly insurmountable challenges. The virtue of patience and perseverance. The virtue of patience and perseverance is a recurring theme in Surah Maryam, illustrating the importance of steadfastness and endurance in the face of adversity. The surah presents various narratives that exemplify this virtue, providing valuable insights into how believers can navigate challenges with resilience and trust in Allah's wisdom. Here's a detailed discussion on the virtue of patience and perseverance, as depicted in Surah Maryam. Maryam's patience during pregnancy. Surah Maryam begins with the story of Maryam, Mary, and her miraculous conception of Isa, Jesus. Despite the societal stigma and challenges she faces due to her unexpected pregnancy, Maryam exhibits remarkable patience and resilience. She withdraws to a remote location during labor pains, enduring the physical discomfort with patience and trust in Allah's plan. Maryam's patience during her pregnancy serves as an example of enduring hardship with grace and submission to Allah's decree. Zachariah's perseverance in supplication. The surah also highlights the perseverance of Prophet Zechariah, in his supplication for a righteous heir. Despite facing old age and his wife's barrenness, Zechariah persists in his prayers to Allah, never losing hope in His mercy. His unwavering perseverance eventually leads to the fulfillment of his supplication with the birth of Prophet Yahya, John. Zechariah's example teaches believers the importance of persistence in seeking Allah's blessings and the rewards that come with steadfastness in supplication. The importance of family and kinship. The importance of family and kinship is a prominent theme in Surah Maryam, underscoring the significance of maintaining strong familial bonds and upholding familial responsibilities. Throughout the surah, various narratives highlight the roles and relationships within families, emphasizing the blessings and responsibilities associated with familial ties. Here's a detailed discussion on the importance of family and kinship as depicted in Surah Maryam. Maryam's family lineage. Surah Maryam begins by tracing the family lineage of Maryam, Mary, the mother of Prophet Isa, Jesus. It mentions her father, Imran, and her mother, who dedicated Maryam to the service of Allah even before her birth. This highlights the importance of familial heritage and lineage in Islam, recognizing the significance of one's familial background and the values passed down through generations. The role of parents. Throughout Surah Maryam, the role of parents in nurturing and guiding their children is emphasized. Maryam's mother's dedication of her unborn child to Allah's service exemplifies the profound influence parents have on their children's spiritual upbringing. Additionally, the story of Prophet Isa's miraculous birth underscores the divine role of parents in raising righteous offspring who fulfill their divine purposes. The value of prophethood and divine messages. The value of prophethood and divine messages is a central theme in Surah Maryam, highlighting the significance of Allah's guidance through His chosen messengers and the divine revelations they convey. The surah presents narratives of prophets Maryam, Mary, Zechariah, and Isa, Jesus, underscoring the importance of prophethood in guiding humanity towards righteousness and truth. Here's a detailed discussion on the value of prophethood and divine messages as depicted in Surah Maryam. Divine guidance and revelation. Surah Maryam emphasizes the importance of divine guidance and revelation in shaping human understanding and behavior. The stories of prophets Maryam, Zechariah, and Isa illustrate how Allah communicates His will and guidance to humanity through His chosen messengers. The revelations received by these prophets serve as sources of spiritual enlightenment and moral guidance for believers, directing them towards righteousness and piety. The role of prophets as messengers. Surah Maryam highlights the role of prophets as messengers entrusted with delivering Allah's messages to humanity. Maryam, Zechariah, and Isa are depicted as emissaries of Allah, conveying His commandments, warnings, and promises to their respective communities. Their prophetic missions serve as conduits for divine guidance, enlightening humanity about the purpose of existence and the path to salvation. The certainty of accountability and judgment. The certainty of accountability and judgment is a fundamental concept in Surah Maryam, emphasizing the belief in the hereafter and the ultimate accountability of all souls before Allah. The surah contains reminders of the Day of Judgment, when every individual will be called to account for their actions and deeds. Here is a detailed discussion on the certainty of accountability and judgment, as depicted in Surah Maryam. Reminder of the Day of Judgment. Surah Maryam serves as a reminder of the Day of Judgment, a day when all individuals will be resurrected and held accountable for their deeds. The surah underscores the certainty of this event and its significance in shaping human behavior and choices in the present life. Believers are urged to reflect on the inevitability of the hereafter and to prepare themselves for the ultimate reckoning before Allah. Justice and fairness of divine judgment. The surah emphasizes the justice and fairness of divine judgment, assuring believers that Allah will judge with equity and righteousness. Every action, whether apparent or hidden, will be brought forth for scrutiny, and no one will be wronged or treated unjustly. This assurance provides solace to believers and serves as a deterrent to wrongdoing, knowing that Allah's judgment is based on absolute fairness and wisdom. In summary, Surah Maryam offers profound insights into themes such as faith, patience, family, prophethood, and accountability. Through the narratives of Maryam, Zachariah, and Isa, believers are reminded of the importance of trusting in Allah's plan, persevering through trials, cherishing familial relationships, adhering to divine guidance, and preparing for the hereafter. By incorporating these lessons into their lives, believers can deepen their spirituality, strengthen their relationships, and strive for success in both this world and the hereafter. Stay tuned till the end for a special segment on offering prayers for peace and guidance. Learn how to recite dua for peace and tranquility in challenging times, seeking Allah's mercy and blessings.